48, 49, hold on, 50. Ain't no way. We're looking at a 1-key Nightmare 4 with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. Talk about a world record. We gotta talk about it. We gotta break down the team. We need to shout out. Let's get it. What up, Team H1 Motor Rank? Back with a Watcher of Realms videos talking about the current world record in Guild Boss Nightmare 4. Hex came out. Hex is one of the top damage dealers for Guild Boss. Is he top 3? Top 3 or 4? It depends. There might be some things we haven't figured out yet. This is the team you see in front of you here, and it's kind of crazy. So we have Twin Fiend. We're dropping Tauriel, we're dropping another champion for Invigoration and the Infernal buff. We have Hex, Dolores, Eloin, Valeria, Cetrum, and of course, the one, the only, Zilitu. Did I mention Arrogance? Yeah, Arrogance is in here too. So this is the team that did the unthinkable, right? We knew Hex was going to be strong. We had already seen very high results in Nightmare 4 and the Guild Boss, but I wasn't expecting this. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, I knew Hex was good, but I didn't know how good. Now, I'm going to make a separate video on Lassir versus Hex, so we can kind of talk about them in detail. It's not going to be what this is about. This is strictly about this Guild Boss team here, and who am I talking about? Is it me? No, it is not me. I wish this was my team, but I'm missing too many champions here. So let's head on over to the world rankings. We have to give a huge shout out to Mikato, who told me I could call him Mika, probably because he knew how stupid I was going to be when I tried to say his full name. I don't know, I'm just having fun here. So as we showed from the video footage, this is the clip here, and take a look at this breakdown. I mean, I'm going to show you the breakdown. There's a couple really cool moments in the video here. I'll show you the gear, but 186 million damage. I know I'm getting a little bit excited. I love Guild Boss. If you've watched me in Raid Shadow Legends, I was like 100% Guild Boss for the first year and a half of the game. I broke pretty much every world record you could consider, including using less champions than they gave you the option for. But as you can see here, 186 million in Zilitu, 136 Arrogance, 123 Valeria, 121 Hex was quite a large variance. We're going to go over that in the next video. 87 million from Cetrum, and then Twin Fiend doing 45 million damage. We don't really care about his damage too much, but 45 mil is 45 mil. If you showed me this when I was progressing through the game, like I'm sure many people watching are, if you're on Nightmare 2, Nightmare 1, and you're looking at a Twin Fiend, and I'm up here saying 45 million is nothing, you're going to be like, how dare he? That's like triple my damage. I get it. I was there too. And it's fun watching your numbers go up, progressing every single day, getting that one upgrade, heading straight to Guild Boss if you haven't done your key for the day, watching the numbers just go higher and higher. That's what I'm about, and that's what I'm sure many people are about, because Guild Boss is a great part of the game here. So 78,000, like I said, as of October 1st, really September 30th is when it happened, but this is just the beginning. This is why I'm going to specify this date here, because Dark Soul and Mikado both hit 78 today. Unfortunately, Dark Soul didn't save his key here. So we're going to see 80,000 blood within the next week. Probably tomorrow, to be honest, because after talking with Mikado, there are a few things that can be improved for sure, but this is exciting. The sky is the limit. We'll see if it's possible to do 100,000 blood eventually once the gear is better. It's a lot, and I do have to just mention one side thing about Mika. When he was first not in our guild, and when we talked and eventually recruited him to come here, he was, I think, 1,000 or 2,000 blood above my score. I'm at 65,000 blood now. And we came in, and when people were welcoming, they said, you must be good if you're doing more damage than Murder. And he was very humble, and he said, you know what, Murder's using the only non-meta team that you'll probably see outside of, I mean, Fade's doing pretty well. Fade does have a A2 Twin Fiend, but the only really Araka and Torador like non-meta team in the top here. And then we kind of showed him our guild boss channel and some of the speed, or I guess rage tuning concepts that I had compiled and we put into the channel here. And then he shot up like 10,000 blood the next day. And I was like, bruh, I did not invite you here for this reason. I'm just kidding. It's all in good fun, of course. And I'm excited to see everyone doing so well. If you're curious about how to improve your guild boss damage and what I'm even talking about, I already made a video on it. A lot of people have been enjoying it. Their damage has gone up significantly with it. It's what we're all using. There are some variations here and there for specific champions, but it's all in good fun. So now let's head back to the run here before I show you the gear. And I want to show you what his damage is like, kind of like in a situation like this. Okay, so we have 27 seconds left. Just think about the ending blood that we know he's going to finish at, 78,000. So we're 8,000 blood behind. This is the mega burst section right here. So he's going to pop Dolores for the attack boost. Then he's just going to rapid fire all of the damage and watch the blood on the top here. 72, 74, 75, 76, 77. It's not slowing down yet. And then, if you know how Valeria works, she does this huge explosion, and she did die, of course. 78,078. This is why I want a twin feed. Yes, you can use Pyros as well. He will work perfectly fine, but Twin Fiend just looks cool. I'm going to say it. I'll probably do some experimentation and test around with Pyros for sure here, but every time I get to watch a sequence like this, I just try to unpause from his game screen here. But yeah, every time I see the Zilitu, Cetrum, Twin Fiend into Dolores being popped here, then Valeria on top of it, and every time I see this, I'm like, I really want. If you don't know, there's like a charge up animation that's going to happen, as we can see on the screen here. Then they send this massive, I mean, just look at the numbers. Look, I mean, we can go back a little bit here and just insane burst potential with a team like this, which is why I'm envious and I really, really want a Twin Fiend, and while I'll probably end up testing out Pyros, even though I don't have Zilitu. I know Zilitu is kind of the key, but what's fun is fun. So now that we did that, let's talk about his gear. What is he using? These are the stats for the Twin Fiend. Like I said, not really as important overall. A lot of attack speed, so respect that. We do have the A5 Cetrum here, Infernal Roar, of course. If you're curious what gear goes with what champion, also have a video on that. 20,000 attack. That's a lot of attack for a marksman. Like, that's a lot. So really smart gearing on the Cetrum, because he's going to gain crit rate. He's going to gain crit damage as well. Zilitu, highest damaging Zilitu in the game. 186 mil. I've never seen anything close to that before. So for him, we have Infernal Roar as well. 16,000 attack, 400% crit damage, rage regen, crit capped, of course, and 352 attack speed. Moving on to Dolores, of course, in invigoration, 12.9 thousand attack with ancestral teachings. The epic artifact that is making history, as we can see here today. We have an A3 hex. I know he was going for an A4 and got a little bit unlucky here. 14,000 attack, 276 attack speed, 100% crit capped, of course. Crit damage, 377% in a soulbond arcana set. Next, we have Torador. He's just invigoration. Valeria, very impressive damage dealer. One of my favorites in the game for sure. 21,000 attack, 404 attack speed. Very good. Just under crit cap. Small variance. You can live with that. A little bit of rage regen. 378 crit damage. Now, the final champion in the roster, kind of 19,000 attack, 311 attack speed, 100% crit rate, crit damage 335, and then a little bit of rage regen as well. And then I guess we can just talk about Elwyn, because I don't know why, but why not? 17,000 attack speed, rage regen, all that good stuff. So these are the stats or review for you, of course, on Elwyn here. Crazy. I look forward to seeing how high this team can go. I've tested pretty much every champion I can get my hands on in the guild boss, because, I mean, my team is my team, right? When life hands you, you can't control the champions you pull here. So I'm using everything that I can think of to try to squeeze a little bit more damage each and every single day here, until I get one of the meta champions for the teams that all day, or I guess the top 3 people are using. So I look forward to the progress of this. I will update it, not every world record or every damage increase, probably like 85,000, or if anything significant changes, right? If it's the same team in better gear, probably not going to update something like this. But if there are any major revelations, we'll probably make a tips and tricks video on it if it can help all of you increase your guild boss damage significantly. So shout out to Mikado for being the first to break that threshold, and I look forward to seeing you hit that 80k mark tomorrow or within the next week here. That's going to conclude this video. If you like this content, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload my next video. I can't wait to see you when I talk about Hex and Lasir.